Well, this is what is going on right now. It's Tuesday morning, the 29th of October. I had a horrible night, just horrible. No sleep, not for 1 minute. Yesterday, here at this house, the perps burned my eyes nonstop. They've been burning my eyes nonstop for days and days and days. And they burned my eyes so bad yesterday that last night my eyes were aching. They were hurting so bad. They've been microwaving my eyeballs from the inside out and microwaving the muscle of my eyes. And last night I had it. My eyes were just hurting, like severely, like aching, like sore, literally sore eyes from just non-stop torture with military grade weapons to my eyeballs. So I evacuated. I went to my daughter's house. I thought everything was going to be cool. But they began attacking my forehead with the perps began attacking my forehead with a beam, some kind of, I believe it was infrasound. They were attacking, like beaming my forehead, my frontal lobe with infrasound, and I was just like lying there resting, and like an hour and a half later, maybe an hour, I had like the worst migraine you could imagine. It felt like somebody had hit me in the forehead with a baseball bat. I then had to leave that area of the house and like move out to the living room. And then when I sat on the couch in her living room, I was shot at from in the rib cage with something that came through the sliding glass door on the patio. Something shot at me. I ended up, I was only at their house I was at their house from like 1:30 a.m. till like 6:30. 5 hours is the only amount of time I spent there this morning. Got zero sleep. I then came back home to this house, and I've been here for half an hour. Immediately when I got in my room, they began blasting me with sound weapons, like extremely high-pitched ringing, non-stop. And what the ringing is supposed to do is to basically put you in a fight or flight situation because it's so loud to your brain. They're hoping that you'll go insane if they blast your ears with the ringing. They're hoping that you'll turn Manchurian and go batshit crazy. Luckily I have restraint. I don't do that stuff, that kind of thing. But that is what the weapons are for. I mean, like, they will put these weapons on you day after day after day after day. And they have been burning my eyes day after day after day. Well, now that they know that, my daughter and her boyfriend have said, you can come over anytime you feel like it. It doesn't matter if they're hurting you in the middle of the night, you can come over. So I did, and now the perps are trying to weaponize my daughter's house now, so that I can't get any respite over there. So it appears that they're trying to run me out of this house and the other house so that I will end up living in my minivan. This is what they apparently want. They've been, ever since I got the minivan in April, seems like they want to drive me. And first, like, they were like adamant that I didn't live in the minivan, but then they changed their minds, and now they want me to move in the minivan apparently because they're doing their damnedest to run me out of this house and torture me so bad that I can't even. Most of the time, this room is so many weapons in this bedroom that I can't even. Most nights I can't even sleep in here anymore. The weapons in here are like. I really am concerned for my safety in this room. I usually can't sleep on that bed. I'm now relegated to a different room here in this house to rest if I want to get rest. But I usually wake up with injuries in that room as well, with dew injuries. After I got the minivan, the perps began playing like the Beach Boys on the radio. It was odd. They're trying to run me out of the state and traffic me back to California. And every single time I get in my van, they were playing the Beach Boys. So I ended up having to, I can't listen to that station anymore. Because every time I listen to that oldies station. Now, mind you, I've been listening to that station since I got here to Vegas. And when I was driving my Mercedes, they never played the Beach Boys, not once. I mean, like, I don't ever remember them playing the Beach Boys. And then the minute I got the minivan and the perps wanted like to run me back to California, the Beach Boys began playing the minute I would get in my van. It appears, I think what it is they wanted me to stay here until they realized that I could go get rest at my daughter's house. And they don't want me going over to my daughter's house. They don't want me here in this house either because I have a roommate. They don't want me to have a roommate. So, because I have a roommate here at this house, and because I can either be here or my daughter's house, they're now trying to traffic me to live in my van, my minivan. So, I can't catch a break. They're just not. I'm 64 years old. I just turned 64 a month ago, but I'm so heavily tortured that like I can't even sleep in my own bed. I have to sleep in this other room down the hall. And like I said, even in that room, they've weaponized it. So when I do wake up from that other room, I wake up with injuries, dew injuries. I mean, do I want to live in my minivan? No. I mean, I'm 64 years old. I don't feel like living in a vehicle. But the perps have weaponized this house so bad that it's becoming unlivable, just like my apartment was. And now they're trying to weaponize my daughter's house.